Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today on another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be applying a skin to the MacBook Air. So this is my first skin install from Dbrand on a MacBook. The last time I got a skin from a MacBook, it was from Slick Wraps, and it wasn't so good. But I'm hoping the Dbrand one is good because I've had really good experiences with them on all of my phones. So let's get into the install process. So the install process is very similar to what you would expect on a phone. So what you want to do is take your skin, and what you're going to do is lift the entire skin off of the sheet it comes on. So it should come off like this. And what you're going to want to do is place like an inch of gap and put it, just a little bit higher onto the skin so it looks somewhat like this when you turn it over, so that you have a little bit of this exposed portion. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to apply this to the computer now. So what you're going to do is just line it up, and I'm sorry I forgot to tell you this, guys, but before you apply anything, make sure that you have cleaned your device with a microfiber towel, and just make sure everything is neat and clean before you start this process. So let's get right to the install, and what you're going to want to do is install the top edge first and make sure that everything lines up with the straight. So it's very easy on a MacBook Air because the lines are very clearly given. And just make sure that it lines up all the way to the edges. The toughest part of this is going to be making sure that once you have it on, that it's centered and straight. It goes straight to the other edge. That's usually the hardest part on skin installs with the larger devices, because they generally tend to be a little bit trickier in alignment. So, done, and I generally prefer doing the sides first and then moving outwards from the middle so that I don't mess anything up that way. So boom, that was that. Now the next step of what you're going to want to do is lift the skin up from the paper and move it slightly to the right like this so that you have some space over here. Place it back down gently, and what you're going to want to do here now is make sure that the skin lines up with the other end of the computer. So if it's hanging over, you're going to want to lift it up and do it again. But if it's inside of the computer frame, inside of the edges, that means that you're good and you can continue on. So what I'm going to do is slightly edge it out. There we go. So just push outwards, always outwards, and boom. Now, what you're going to want to do is repeat this process by just lifting this up, pulling it down little by little. Just pull this down little by little until you can secure everything in the same fashion by just pulling out and pushing out of these with the skin. So there we go. So same process, just pull this paper out even more, place it down, and push out the bubbles. We're going to do it this way because we can make sure that no bubbles get trapped in the middle. Now the main thing is going to be the Apple logo. So this is where you're going to find out whether you need to pull the skin off again or you're good to go and you're done. So just pull off the paper gently and set it down near the edge again, and gently place the skin onwards and do the same thing that you've been done before. And perfect. I can see absolutely no silver. That means that my computer has the skin on perfectly. If you see any silver, gold, or whatever color your MacBook is, if you see that, what you're going to do is lift it back up again and make sure that everything is aligning so that you don't see weird overhangs on the Apple logo or on the edges. So now that we're done, I'm just going to lift this off now and completely push the skin on so that we're done. And boom, that's it. That was actually very simple. It took me about 5 minutes to install, and the prep takes less than a minute. So I think that this is a mod that every computer user can do on their own. It takes almost no time, and it really changes the look of your computer. So now this computer looks very different than what it did before. The boring silver is gone. It's now this cool black, matte black look, and there's so many options with Dbrand that you can really customize everything. In fact, you can get skins for the bottom of your computer. You can get skins for the trackpad over here. So very interesting choices there. And I chose only the top part because honestly nobody sees the bottom of the case, and I prefer that the aluminum just be exposed. That way it feels really good when holding it. That's a wrap for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. A lot more content like this coming out. Follow me on social media where I upload all the behind-the-scenes stuff of all these videos and just random day-to-day stuff. All the links are down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.